Hi, we're back cooking with Sharon, and today I have something amazing for you all. Smoke. Now you got me all messed up. No, I'm ahead. I was ahead today. I had everything set up. My makeup was done. My hair was done. Yeah. No. Stop. I am ahead of the game today. Hi, we're back cooking with Sharon, and I have something amazing for you all today. Smothered turkey wings. And it's going to be something simple and easy for you to start ahead of time, go to work, and come back because we're using a crock pot today. So this is going to be something simple for you. So let's get started. First of all, we have just our standard turkey wings. Today I decided not to use legs, but you could also use like the turkey legs as well. But I have, I think I did 6 turkey wings today. I have some peppers that are already chopped up, celery, onions, and I'm doing these wings a little bit different because they're going to be smothered and a little bit more, I guess if you will, liquid, not just the drier one. So what we're going to do is something pretty simple and easy. I have cream of chicken here, and I'm just going to show you how to make a kind of like a gravy, if you will, cheating version. And then I have chicken stock, about 3 cups of chicken stock, and then some seasonings here. Make sure that you have, it'll be provided, but the complete recipe will be provided, but just make sure that you have about 1/4 a cup of all-purpose flour, of course, garlic. I use today like a Montreal type of seasoning blend. But if you're in the mood for a little bit something like a spicier blend, you could use a jerk type of blend or just something that you have in your kitchen cabinet already. So I have here, as you see, crushed red pepper because I want to bring a little bit of spice to it. And then onion powder. And what's going to bring out the smokiness and a little bit of different flavor today is going to be smoked paprika. So, and then of course, butter, salt, our staple stuff, butter, salt, and pepper. So let's get started. What we're going to do first is, let's see, I think we're going to season our wings first. So if you take your seasoning that you have and get a bowl, and I'm just going to put all the seasoning in here and just thoroughly coat the wings and make sure that they're all good and seasoned. So, like I said, I have 6. 6. Okay, and then I'm going to put, let's see, we'll start off with garlic. We'll put in garlic. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit of oil. Just a little bit, just so the seasoning will stay on it. This is just regular canola oil. So you can use the same, or you could use butter if it's already melted. That may be a little bit better. Not as healthy, but it's good. All right, so we're going to make sure all of it is well seasoned and coated. Like I mentioned before, we have the various seasonings right here. And this whole process, of course, we're going to slow cook them. That's what the crock pot. You can use an oven if you wanted. But once they come out, you're going to see how tender they're going to be. So that's the reason why I'm using the crock pot. And I'm showing you something that you can start, leave, and come back to, and dinner's ready. So I want to show you some variety of different things that will make it easy for you to prepare for yourself or for your family. And you probably already have the crock pot at home, like most of us, but don't use it. I don't know about you, but, if my crock pot wasn't here, I have a couple of them here, but if mine wasn't here, oh my gosh, you should see the one I have at home. It sits on top of my refrigerator. I know, I need to put it to use, but y'all, when I leave here, I don't feel like cooking. So I do all my cooking and preparing here and then go home. Sometimes if I am in the mood, sometimes if I'm in the mood, then I will go ahead and prepare something for myself at home. But 9 times out of 10, y'all, I'm ordering out, which I need to do a better job at. Or I'm taking something from here and going home and eating. But as we've talked before, with preparing ahead of time, like meal prep, I, along with you too, am going to do a better job this year at eating healthier and the appropriate times of the day. Because, you know, when you eat late at night, that's not good. That's not good because then you go to sleep full stomach. Not working, not happening. You're not losing any weight that way. So we all have to do a better job, and I'm going to hold you accountable to it. So I think these are nicely seasoned now. Let me put just a little bit of salt. Now be careful with the salt because remember, I use Montreal seasoning. So it has some salt in it. And then also my chicken bouillon or my broth has some salt in it. So you don't want to over season and make it too salty. All right, so these are nicely seasoned, and make sure you get in all areas of the wing. So I think we've done a great job with that. And now we can put them in our crock pot. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and turn it on high and just get it started as far as heating it up, and set it at, eventually it's going to be a total of about 3.5 hours, I guess, 4 hours. All right, so the wings are seasoned and ready to go. So we're going to place them in our crock pot. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. I forgot an important step. I want to sear them. I am forgetting certain things. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to sear them a little so it'll hold in the moisture. So I'm going to, and the flavors. So I'm going to take my skillet, and that's why I have this butter right here. I'm going to take and just sear them so there's a little bit more color to it. The smoked paprika, if you don't have the smoked paprika at home, it's all good. You can use regular. I would highly recommend, just for the flavor of it, that you get the smoked. But if you don't, really the paprika is going to be great for color. So we don't have to do this step. I just like to do it. And then also it adds a little bit of more flavor and butter to, this is butter, not margarine. It adds a little bit more flavor to our wings. All right, so we're going to get that hot. And then also, while that is getting hot, you want to make sure that you have your peppers and onions. And I included celery this time, but personal preference, you don't have to. At a minimum, you make sure you have peppers and onions. All right, so we have our skillet ready, and we're just going to, like I said, sear them. Should have had this going a little bit beforehand, but it's all good. Okay. We'll get that and nice and hot. And while that is, let me just go ahead and start our second part of this. I'm going to just move our wing over here. And I'm going to take our bowl. I'm going to add in our chicken, cream of chicken. And this is just 1 can of Campbell's. I think it's like 10 ounces of the cream of chicken. We'll take that along with our flour, because this is going to make the gravy consistency. We're going to add this. And it's okay if you use the same bowl because you have all that goodness right in there with the seasoning. So this is a 1/4 cup of flour. And then we're going to add in about 3 cups of chicken stock. So this is, I use the concentrated base, but you can use bouillon cubes if you'd like. But when we're doing this, I use a whisk. You can use a fork, you can use a spoon, but I like to use a whisk to get all the lumps out and make it smooth. The flour shouldn't be lumpy. And just keep an eye on the wings. Again, you're not cooking the wings in the skillet. You are just searing them. in and try to hold the flavor in. So about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And like I said, while that is cooking, we're going to whisk this up. Make sure all, like I said, the flour lumps. Some people like to keep the lumps. I don't. So we'll make sure that's all smooth. And again, you can use the same bowl. We're trying to minimize how many dishes we have to wash at the end. I don't know about you, but I'm the only one here doing dishes right now. So, okay, so you see like that brownness? That's what we're going for on each side. Looks great. Oh yeah. Okay, so we'll get that, like I said, 3 to 4 minutes on each side. We're not cooking this completely because we're going to slow cook it in our crock pot. But those are looking good already and they smell good. So we are on point. Okay, so we'll keep this mixture off to the side and finish our wings. I think this is good. We're going to place them in our crock pot. Okay. Get those going. You may need to add just a little bit more butter for those other ones. And then we have our vegetables, the peppers and onions that we still need to saute. Now we could just place them in the crock pot, but I just want to make sure that they have all that flavor, that all this goodness in here that you see is in the skillet. All right. So we're going to use the same skillet. Let that cook. We're going to add in our peppers along with our onions and celery. I did 1 onion, 1 yellow onion, 1 green pepper, and about, I don't know, I think 3 stalks of celery. All right, that looks amazing. We're going to add that. Make some room for these. This is a small crock pot, but let's see that. All right. And then again, you may need to add just a little bit more butter to finish this off with our vegetables. You don't want to overcook them, but you just want to saute them just a little. All right, you see how this is what you want your wing to kind of look like, with that, a little bit of darkness. Okay. All right. This is looking really good. Now, this should probably take, I don't know, about maybe 20 minutes to, making a mess, 20 minutes to get all this pre-stuff together, sauteed, and then put into your crock pot. And then, like I said, you want to cook on, or leave it in the crock pot on high. We're going to leave it and cook for about 3.5, 4 hours. Okay, this is looking awesome. We'll let that cook a little bit more. And I always get the extra. My grandma used to say, you got to scrape everything out of the corners of the cans. My team here, they get on me because I always say, did you turn that bottle upside down? To get all the remnants out of because of the container, because you know what that is? You know what that is. That's money. That's money sitting in the container. So we want to make sure that we get everything out, because we're not trying to waste any money, and we definitely don't want to just give it away or throw it away. So that's why I do a lot of this scraping. I don't care what anyone says. I'm saving my little coins. Make sure I have them. Okay, so look at that. That looks amazing. You see all the seasoning. It smells good. Man, I wish I had one of y'all here to actually, agree if it smells good. I don't have like the amen choir over here or anything. But I'm sure it's going to be good. So, okay, look, it's looking very nice. Everything's nicely seasoned and cooked. So we're done with that. We're going to take this and just put it right on top of our wings. All right. That's it. It's going to get all seasoned, all in to our wings while they're cooking. And then we're going to take our mixture right here and we're just going to add it to our crock pot. Just make sure that all the wings are nicely coated. Okay. And bam. We're going to put the lid on. We'll be back in about 3.5 hours. We'll check it out and we'll be ready to eat, I'm sure. Okay, we're back. We have our plate ready for our turkey wings. Let's see how they turned out. Now, I did ours over here about 3.5 hours. And they were ready for me. Now, these should be fall off the bone wings. So if they're not, then I made a mistake, but I'm pretty sure they are. So let's see what's up. All right, let's take one of these wings. Looks pretty good. And let's see. Oh, let me just use one because I don't want it for my plate to fall off. But you can tell right here. Oh my gosh, look. It's falling off the bone. So we did a good job. All right. So, you want to take some of this sauce that's on the bottom, just a little. And we can put it on our turkey wing. And it's not as creamy as I had wanted it, but it's okay. It's still going to be nice and flavorful. So I paired it with some rice and broccoli. You can use your vegetable of choice and your starch, but here we go. Turkey wings. Enjoy. And as always, thanks for joining us at Cooking with Sharon. We'll see you next time.